Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I didn't expect to get my socks knocked off on a Sunday morning, but I did. I just went on to Twitter and I saw this from C3 Nick. This is the DX exchange, which goes live tomorrow. It says DX exchange is going to offer these trading pairs for XRP. BTC, Ethereum, Euro, Japanese Yen, and US dollar from day one. Now that's exciting news, but that's not what knocked my socks off. Remember, the DX exchange, for the first time in the history of the world, has tokenized several, I think it's 5 to 10 existing stocks like Facebook, Amazon, Tesla, Google, a few others that I don't remember. But C3 Nick's next tweet, I think it was a reply to DX Exchange is what knocked my socks off, because it's the first time that I really said, whoa, that's real. This is about to change the world. This is what he tweeted. This is DX Exchange's tweet where they tell you about their trading pairs. Commission free, only $10 per month for members. And then C3 Nick replied to them. They said, are you ready to discover our trading pairs? This is what knocked my socks off. How about Amazon XRP, Apple XRP, Netflix XRP trading pairs? Do you see what's about to happen, people? The entire world. Now what you're seeing there as trading pairs, Amazon, Apple, and Netflix. Remember, the other day I said, right now we're in a world where XRP is on exchanges across the world and we're dealing with $130 billion. Well, when you begin to see this actually happen on a large scale, XRP and Apple, Netflix XRP, when you begin to see that happen, that is not $130 billion that's side by side with XRP anymore. Then you're talking about, over the course of time, the addition to this market of hundreds of trillions of dollars. Because if you've got the stocks and the bonds and the real estate and it's all been tokenized side by side, there are literally hundreds of trillions of dollars in all of those things. And XRP, in a way he was joking here. He put a smiley face. But at the same time, I think C3 Nick hit a much larger point here, and that is that XRP is literally going to be paired with the stocks, the bonds, the real estate of the world on exchanges worldwide over the course of probably a much sooner timeline than we even think. The tokenization of the world begins this year, starting tomorrow. But along with that tokenization of the world becomes XRP. The liquidity of XRP is going to be sloshed around side by side with all of that money from stocks, bonds, real estate. Imagine that world and imagine what that means for the price of XRP. That is so huge. I can't even begin to tell you how huge that is. But what's even more huge is that does not even include the utility of XRP. The appreciation in XRP's price from the coming utility may dwarf all of that, and that's what's amazing. But there are nothing but fascinating and really exciting times coming for digital assets, and especially XRP holders, because it's the greatest digital asset ever created. I wanted to show you this before I go out. This article here, IMF warns storm clouds are gathering for the next financial crisis. Deputy head David Lipton says global banking system is not prepared for another downturn. Now remember, I've told you for a long time, digital assets I gave the example of Cyprus. The next financial crisis, they did bailouts last time. They will do bail-ins this time. It's already written into the policy of these banks. In fact, C3 Nick a while back sent me, and I showed it to you. It's in the policy of the Bank of England over in Europe. It is written in that they will be able to do bail-ins as a tool in the next crisis. That way they don't have to go to the politicians to do a bailout. They just declare a bank holiday. And let me tell you, if you don't believe that this is what's coming, this is from Paul Joseph Watson today. And I want you to just take a quick watch of this. This is happening right now in France. And this is because this is an economic problem over in France. These people are not making enough money to live. And there is a huge global financial crisis coming, and it's been created by the central banks of the world and the politicians of the world doing the irresponsible thing for over 50, probably to 100 years. They've been doing this. They've been making promises that they cannot keep and driving our countries into debts that cannot be sustained. And this is what you end up getting as a result of that. But what else did you get? You got digital assets. And the digital assets, and I told you in a video this morning, Satoshi Nakamoto literally wrote into the code of Bitcoin an article referencing the bailouts. Digital assets are the answer to central banks and politicians destroying our world financially. They are the answer. The average people of the world will eventually realize that, and when they do, you and I will be looking out at the ocean. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that one day Facebook and XRP will be a trading pair. Thanks for listening.